Hey guys, welcome back to Iteri TV. My name is Iteri, and today we're going to be doing a fantastic Staples clearance haul. So I didn't know that Staples had a clearance section. I didn't really notice it. Like I had been going into Staples, kind of rummaging around, looking around a little bit, but when I first walked in there, they just looked very expensive to me. I was looking at all the prices, and they seemed a little bit more expensive than Office Depot. But since I've been really um, hopping around to different Staples, Staples hopping, if you will. Staples is really growing on me, and I think I like them better than Office Depot now, especially since I found this clearance section. Does Office Depot have the same type of clearance section? I have to go and look now because I'm like, do they have the same thing? So some Staples have like a clearance wall where you go all the way back to the back of the store, and there's like a wall of clearance items. And then some Staples have the wall and like this box in the middle of the floor, like all the way back in the back of the store. It's not like a small box, but it's like a standing box with like little cubby holes. And you rummage around and there's like stuff for like $1, $2, $3. And I'm like, um, I didn't know this was a thing. So of course I am just overjoyed about this because I've become a stationery addict. So let's jump into the things that I found on this particular clearance haul. Now, there's not a lot of Staples around certain places, I don't think. So if you have a Staples near you, go check it out and rummage around if you can find that clearance section because it's definitely worth it. The first thing I purchased were these washi tapes, y'all. So these washi tapes were like 46 cents. And this was, I believe, because of the back to school sale that these were so cheap. And I'm not a washi tape girl. My first pack of washi tapes were from Scotch, and they're decorative, and I have not used them yet at the time of the recording of this video. But all my videos are being posted out of order right now, just depending on my emotion, how I'm feeling about how I want the videos to post. But so maybe I would have used my other pack of washi by now, but these were so cheap and I needed solid colors because my first pack of washi was decorative colors. So I was like, this would be great to get basically all the solid colors I would ever need because I've seen y'all's washi tape collections and I'm like, I can't. But this is a great starter for me, these solid colors. And I have a few decorative colors and I'm trying to keep the boho colors, like the oranges and the sandy yellows, the sandy oranges, that mauve purple, the golds. I just love the desert like colors. It is getting dark here due to a storm, so I'm losing a little bit of light, but I think I'm still good for now. The next thing, okay, y'all might say this is a little dark, but this spoke to me. I don't know what it was saying, but it spoke to me. This was not in the clearance box. It was in the school area, but it was still super cheap. It was only $3.99. And they had a large notebook like this in another Staples, and I didn't get it. But then I went to the other Staples that I went to where I got some of these clearance items, and I saw this one composition notebook sitting there that was like this. And it's just a composition notebook, but I love this pink snake in these hands and that moon. It's a little dark and mystical, but it just spoke to me and I just wanted it. I just wanted it. So I'm going to use this as a work notebook, maybe. I wanted it for the art. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but it was only $3.99. So that wasn't technically in the clearance section, but it was basically clearance. So the next thing is this decorative keychain, which is actually going to go on a notebook that's going to be in my other Staples haul. Pause. Let me just go get it. Okay. So Staples had these. One of the Staples had these. Sometimes, some Staples have things that the other Staples don't have, and they may be out of stock or whatever. I love this. I'm gonna go through what this is. It's obviously a journal, but it's special because it's got a lot of cute things. This was $9.90. This was $9.99, so it was not on clearance, of course. But this was on clearance for like $1 or $2. This is going to be another decoration that I'm going to link on this, I think, as a little keychain. So that's what I bought this for. And I found this in one Staples and this in another. And every time I've seen this in a Staples, where when I Staples hop, like I went to 3 Staples in surrounding areas because I like driving to shop and it like frees my mind. So I'll drive to surrounding cities for certain stores. Every time I've seen this in one of the Staples, it's always only one left. So if you see this, get this. I freaking love it. I'm going to go over this in another haul. But that's what this is for. And this was the clearance item at like $1 or $2. This wasn't clearance either, y'all. This one. This was $6.99. These long postage notes. I've got plans for these. So I'm thinking about using these as lists in my card organizer when I do my card organizer walkthrough. I purchased a card organizer from Happy Planner. And I plan to reuse the months every year to store my cards in. It's a whole thing with my life and my mother's ministry and everything. And I'll have to go over that deeper when I do that video. But I'm planning to stick these on the side of where the month where you have the names instead of writing in the names of the people that we celebrate birthdays for. Even though I can write in pencil, you know, it's fine or whatever, but I don't want to. I'm going to stick a sticky note on the side and I'm going to list their names, I think. And I have different sticky notes now. I've been collecting different types of sticky notes to see what I'm going to like best, different sizes, different lengths. This is the first time I'd seen the super long sticky note like this that I like. And this was pink and green, and they only had the pink and green ones. I would have bought other colors if they had other colors, but I'm thinking about sticking this on the other side of the card organizer to list the names. And then like when the month is over for the next year, I'll take the sticky note off and throw it away, because sometimes our names and members may change depending on, you know, if they stay or leave or whatever happens. So I like the thought of sticking a sticky note on the side there. And I'll talk more about that in my card organizer video whenever that comes out. And that could come out before this video. Who knows? A ruler. Simply because I can't find any of my other rulers. I put a lot of stuff in storage when I moved, and I don't feel like rummaging through all that to get my ruler. So this was like 75 cents. And this was it was less expensive than the other like regular rulers in there. Because it was in the little kitty aisle. Well, this says $1.99 on it, but I don't think this was $1.99. I think this was marked down some more. It was like 75 cents, I think. So this is going in my little, actually, it's going to go in my little craft box down here because I need one. Okay. Oh, you know what? This is not for this haul. That matches the other sticker book. I've got my bags mixed up, y'all. Okay. Let's get into these items. The discs. So one of the disc packs fell out in the bag while we were in travel. But these Martha Stewart expandable journal rings were $3.46. Now, these look like metal, but I don't think they are, but they're shiny like metal, but they're not as heavy as the Happy Planner ones. So I'm a little confused on if they're really metal or not. Of course, I bought these to do a test on my Happy Planners, and I did a test. See, that sounded like metal, didn't it? That sounded like metal, but they're lighter than the Happy Planner discs. I switched out my gold discs that were on this planner, and I put the Martha Stewart ones in, the $3.46 discs, and I love the shine. It gives it a more sophisticated look. Only thing is, these don't turn as, it's a little stiff. It's not as smooth as the Happy Planner discs, but can I turn it all the way? Yeah, I'm having some issues like bending it back like that. So, is it a true fit? No. But it works, because if I lay it flat, and I'll have to show you guys how this looks. If I lay it flat, it's not bad if I'm turning the pages. But it is stiff. So would I put these on all my Happy Planners? No. I do have a Martha Stewart haul coming. I don't know if y'all know that she in the journal game now. She's expensive as heck, but she's in the journal game. So I do have a haul of that coming, and the discs say Martha Stewart. on them. I think she has gold and silver discs, but I will be doing a special haul on her. I purchased 3 packs of these discs at $3.46. So I am going to use them on other happy planner journals and stuff, even though they don't go as smooth, but they'll be great for paper storage when I'm storing like my extra pages and I need to put them on discs. I'll just maybe use these discs, but it is very stiff, but it still does the job. I mean, it's still flipping. Okay. And this is a planner I haven't used. It's still flipping. So that's a win for me. $3. Y'all know y'all can't get no happy planner disc for no $3, even on sale. On sale. When they go on sale, they're 15. When they go on sale, well, just recently I bought some on sale for 10. I have to talk about that in another video. But yeah, discs are expensive. The metal ones. I don't understand it, but I'm in the game now, so I can't judge because I'm in this with y'all. The next thing is a set. It was separated, but I found it together. It was separated from each other, but I found it. This was $4.46, and then this was $4.46. So we've got paper. Okay, it's by Gartner Studios. How many sheets of paper in here? 20 count paper and 20 count envelopes. And look how cute these envelopes are. Less than $5. I've got some real creative plans for this. I do a lot of creative things with my family. We do a lot of different surprises and fun things for each other. And I've got some plans for this, for a theme. So those were about $5 a piece, found in the clearance. And as you can see, the clearance stuff has the little orange label. Martha Stewart file folder labels. Okay, so they just have Martha Stewart. And this particular staples, they just have Martha Stewart just thrown in the bin, honey. Like, okay, we know she expensive. Let us just mark her down. Let's just mark her down. So these are file folder labels, 8.5 by 11. There's 3 sheets in each. I didn't know there were 3 sheets of these in each. Now, am I going to use these for file folders? No. I'm going to use these for different planner labels. Like, I've got some other planners that have grids that I'm about to start using to help me track my YouTube videos. And I'm going to use this as a color theme. This color theme for labels across some of those grids. So I'll do a separate video on that. And I might use these as labels in my regular planner if they're not too long. So let me just do this as a test here. So like, instead of using Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I would put a label across if I were to use this as a tracker, right? I would use this as a tracker. And it is getting a little dark, so. Right? So instead of doing the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday across the vertical, I would stick these across and call it something else. That's what I'm planning to do with that. So those were less than $3. They were $2.46 a piece. These Martha Stewart labels. Martha Stewart does have file folders and stuff. Oh, y'all, I lost the disc. It wasn't from the journal though. I'll put it with my other discs. And I think that's the haul. This was fairly short, which is good. That's the clearance haul from Staples. Go to Staples, rummage around, tell me what you find. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you real soon.